Okay, folks, it's Steve Williams here. We're going to hear this pedal now, okay? What I've got it set up for is the jcm800 sound. And what we're going to play this pedal through here, remember, it's very important when you get your pedals to know what is in front of them and what is behind them. And so we've got an Ibanez guitar here. This is a basswood guitar, however, it is very, very heavy. This is as heavy as a Les Paul. I don't know why, it just is. Okay, and we've got some pretty high gain pickups here. These are DiMaggio's. They're about the same gain as a Super Distortion or a Super 2, and that is directly from the factory from our good friend over there at DiMaggio, Steve Butcher. Okay, this is a DiMaggio Blue Velvet. Okay, and this is the same pickup that Paul Gilbert uses and many others of his ilk. Okay, and so we're going to take a look at this first here. Now we've got a Vox cable. Okay, we've got a Vox cable, and we're hearing this thing through 2 amps. You're hearing 2 amps. However, it is not in stereo. There are no other pedals in the chain right now. They are connected, but they are true bypass, and they are not in the chain. So we're going to hear how this pedal sounds with other pedals in a moment. So for our main amp, we've got a ZT here. We've got a ZT lunchbox, and then on my left over here, we've got a very cheap amp. We've got a very cheap amp that we use to test these things because there's a reason for this, folks. Remember, if you've got a pedal that's trying to emulate a tube sound, and you are running that pedal through a tube amplifier, well, okay, what are you doing? You don't need it, right? So it's very important when you do this to make sure that the purpose of the pedal stays true to what you're trying to do with it, okay? So let's take a look at this thing. This is just the first tone that I've dialed in here. This is the sound of a jcm800. Very rich. The pedal is on. As you can hear, there's no noise because we've got it up pretty loud here. But there is no noise. So let's hear it again. Right? Very nice, very full. Alright, now there's a reason I'm doing that. We're making sure that the pedal has definition when you're playing the lower notes. So if you can listen to me do this, listen to how well this pedal stays together when I go down on the lower notes here. Very nice, right? So it really hangs together just like the old amps did. And as you can see, this setting right here is not really a high gain setting. So if you were to put another pedal in front of it, that would be cool, like a tube screamer. This pedal is designed to emulate the head of the amplifier, okay? So let's hear it again here. All right. And then if we're going to switch, guys that play single coils, let's hear the single coil. As you can hear, much more, much cleaner, kind of a like an old blues breaker kind of sound. So let's hear that. Not a lot of noise there. Very cool. And it does stay up when you play a nice bar chord. And spectacular. A very cool sound. It will also do a sound that I really like, which is the old 60s kind of blues sound. Remember that, when they would put it on the rhythm pickup up here, because you can't play lead on this pickup, right? Because it says rhythm on a Les Paul, so you can't play lead on this pickup. But they did anyway, and so it sounded, you know. Very cool, right? Just like an old Marshall. So it's really cool sound, and it does feel good on the guitar. It feels pretty natural. Pretty good. So it sounds very nice. Very cool. So that's what that pedal sounds like. And the next thing we're going to do is take a look at the rectifier setting, okay? So we'll be back.